Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, all the other distinguished personnel that you have. How are you, my friend? Uh, you all heard that my name is Brian Smith. I am the Assistant Secretary of the JAAA. I'm also a meat promoter. I don't know if any of you have heard of the Douglas Forest Invitational. That's my meat. But before I get into it, I'd just like to tell you all, we have somebody here, Mr. Daniel England. Could you come forward, please? None of you would have known the pleasure that I've had watching this young man here. This young man did something at Boys and Girls Champs that I don't think anybody else has ever done. And I'll tell you why I said that. When this young man goes on the track to run any event, which was the 200 or 400, you all know the marathon tunnel at National Stadium? You all know that you all see at Stadium East, right? And then you come into the stadium to run. When this young man goes on the track, all Calabar athletes would come through the marathon tunnel. Then you can't do it now, but they'd come through the marathon tunnel, stay by the fence, and watch him run. And after he's finished running, they're so inspired because he always wins. He always wins. I mean, I'm a KC boy, he's a Calabar. I mean, he's my friend, I love him dearly, but when it comes to that rivalry, he is always demolishing us. And I appreciate that. We went on a couple of trips abroad as a manager, and as an athlete. So we have developed a friendship. But all that is great. What he's doing here today is what is important. National Student Athlete Summit. You know what he's doing? He's giving back. He doesn't have to give back, but he's giving back. When he was going to school, he got the same opportunity. So now he's just playing it forward. This is my message to you all. Do not forget where you're coming from. He's opening doors for you all to walk through. When you go through that door, do not close it. Very important. I can tell you because I've known several athletes that has gone through the door and closed it behind them. Okay, so that's my message to you all. Saying done? Yes. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for the pleasure. I listened carefully to what my friend from VMB has said earlier on. What he was doing is telling you how to save money, how to keep money. Very interesting. He mentioned two things, that when he went to England, he does shirts from Sun Island, he buys rum, and he goes up and he sells it. Very creative. We need more of that. But I want to tell you why I'm saying that. Living in this generation now, it's a glorious time, glorious opportunity for you all. We're all athletes inside here? Majority athletes? Yes, no? Okay. You all can earn money while you're in college. Did you all know that? How? NIL, name, image, likeness. Okay? You have some people right now in the States earning some crazy money while in school. Early, when Daniel was running, he could never ever take a cent from anybody. Because you know why? It was all amateur and he would have been banned from running. Now you can do it. But I want to also tell you something else. What you also need to do is to be creative. Why do I say that? When you go on your scholarship, because I'm certain everyone inside here will get a scholarship. And just for information, as we speak, there are over 500 student athletes in the States. Did you all know that? Over 500 student athletes in the States. So chances are you all will get a scholarship. When you go, what you have to do, and I was reading on 1 and 2 the athletes who have the NIL. Do you all know that our own little Jaden named Ebert from KC? Ebert, you all know Ebert? You know, he has an NIL contract. Did you know that? And there are a couple other who shall remain nameless who also has NIL contract. So they are earning while they are in college. 99% of the time, when you go on a scholarship, as our record indicate, 99% of the athletes who are on scholarship do not come back and represent Jamaica at our national championship. Why? Because you get all different kind of reasons. But the main reason, they cannot afford to come. So you now have a glorious opportunity to earn while you learn. And I don't know about all you kids here. I don't know if all your parents are rich that you can afford to, pay for tuition. I don't know. But all I'm saying, you're all talented. Do not bury it. Use that talent to get an education. Some of our athletes now, what they're doing is to stay in Jamaica and be an athlete, which is good. But for me, I want both. Student athlete. You can balance both. This is what you're doing right now. Am I right? You're in school and you're training and you're working because your goal is to go to champs next year. And some of you want to go to World Juniors next year, which will be in Lima, Peru. That is your goal, right? No? No? I don't hear nobody saying yes. But that should be your goal, okay? And once you get to Lima, Peru as a world junior champion or even participate, you almost guarantee a scholarship. You're guaranteed a scholarship here. You know why? Because of a man named Herb McKinley, who used to coach Daniel England. Herb McKinley, 1948, came second in the 400 meters to another Calabar past student, Dr. Arthur Wint. Herb McKinley has opened the door and has kept it open. First time, or people here, they would ask for a video to see what you guys are doing. Nowadays, when the coaches come, they don't ask a video. Once you tell them you're a Jamaican and they want a scholarship, it's like a done deal. They wonder how we do it. Look at where you train. Grass, dirt. Some people train in a sand, like a desert. But you survive. And this is what sets us apart. For me, I would prefer to see all our athletes stay here in Jamaica. But our country is not in that state where all our athletes can stay. And this is sad. Look at our tertiary institutions. They hardly offer scholarship to us. So you are forced to go overseas. As I said before, when you go overseas, you go for 4 years. Okay, so you're going to a 4-year school. And you know the requirement for a scholarship, right? 5 subjects, maths, English, and a science subject. And what the status is what, 850 now? Pardon me? That's what I'm saying. Maths, English, yeah, which is fine. Maths, English, and a social science is a must, plus 2 others, 5 subjects. And the SAT. Once you have that, then you're almost guaranteed. But the point is, I can guarantee you, if all of you inside this room get a scholarship, not even 1% is going to come back to Jamaica. Not even 1%. Sadi, you get a scholarship, and what happened? You go into a 4-year school. By the time you look around for the first year, it's done. And you want in. What happened to the first year? That leaves you with 3 more years. The second year, you find your feet and you're moving along. The third year, you start thinking, how can I stay into the States? That's where your focus is. Track and field is going to be in the back. After the 4th year, if you do good, you might give an extension and you stay and you do your master's. But you're, in the back of your mind, track and field is not the focus anymore. It is how to stay in the US of A. You get my drift? That is what is going to happen. I've seen it over and over and over again. Not blaming anybody, not blaming anyone, because you're all looking for the best for you. But, as I've said before, this where we are today, where we are standing right now, is because somebody got a scholarship, went away, Arizona State, my friend. Okay, and he's a hammer man. All right. So he got an opportunity, but he came back and he's giving back. I said before, this is what I would love for you all to do. The president of the JAAA, Mr. Gale, should be speaking sometime today. And I'm telling you, we in the association, we are trying our best. We're working hard. Why? Because of you. If you look at these athletes that we have nowadays, each of the athletes, before the end of the season, you can bet they'll go to about 3-4 meets. Starting with character games. You end up going to 3-4 meets. The other sports can't do that. And this is why you look at the other sports, you wonder why is it that they are behind. The administration is not there. That's one of the main problem. The coaching staff is not there. And I'll say this publicly, like I'm doing now, because this is important. You all need to know the history of where track and field started to really accelerate in Jamaica. We had a president by the name of Mr. Teddy McCook. When Teddy McCook took over the president of the JAAA, our junior program was almost non-existent. Our seniors would go to the Olympics. This was about 84. Apart from Arthur Wint and George Roden winning the 48 and 52 Olympics, we didn't get another gold medal until when? 1976, when Donald Quarry won the 200 meters. From 76, the next gold medal was 1996, Dion Hemmings in Atlanta. And then 2000, we had no gold medal in Australia. 2004, Veronica Campbell-Brown, and then 2008, we all know the history, right? With Bolt and Company. I'm saying that to say this. I've been to several Olympics, several world champs, and I've never heard of a national anthem being played. Never. I know the American anthem because it was being played so often. And I sat there and said, what can we do to change that? And we did change it. Because first thing, we started educating our coaches. Not just like a 2-week course. We send our coaches overseas so they can get a degree. We send them to Russia. We sent them to East Germany. Then we don't have East Germany anymore. West Germany, Hungary, Cuba, and then G.C. Foster came on stream. And if you look at all the track and field coaches, you can count them. Because there's a lot of track and field coaches in this country that are very knowledgeable. And they interchange with each other. They get feedbacks from each other. Makes a difference. Take football. I can count on one and the amount of good football, well, decent football coaches that we have. And it's the same set that us keep on recycling over and over and over and over. There's no growth. We go to the junior meets. We play, juniors, under 16, under 18, under 20. You know we're going to lose. That can't be the goal. That's demotivated the players. When our athletes started, after educating the coaches, and then have a strong junior program, the next step that we decided was that we needed to get a sponsor, a shoe sponsor. And our first sponsor was Reebok. We call USA Track and Field and say, what do you give to your kids? Can we get a list? Because our athletes were going to the meets and they'll be looking at the Americans and look at what they have on. That's about, we used to have Art and Fabric and Crimson on. So when Reebok came on board, we got a list of what they gave them. We ordered this from Reebok. And when we gave our athletes the stuff, and then look at what they have and what the Americans have, it's the same thing. So it was no longer looking at you envious. It was, okay, let's compete now. And to this day, that's what we're doing. because you no longer think in terms of, oh, I need a Nike shirt. You don't want a Nike shirt anymore. Everybody coming to you. This is one of the things that I don't want to go there, but I'm forced to go there. This is one of the things that normally happen. The amount of stuff, the equipment that the juniors get and seniors, you don't have to buy anything. My friend here had to go buy stuff from Sun Island, right? You get so much things from Puma. This is secret and confidential. You get so much stuff from Puma that you sell them when you go abroad. Am I right? Am I right? Nobody's answering me. But that's the reality. Because everybody wants a Jamaican equipment. You can stop when I'm going too long. Everybody wants a Jamaican equipment. Jamaican stuff is first class. I'm going to close. One of the things I want you all to pay attention to. What is the color of the Jamaican flag? Anybody? Black, green, and? Great. I had the pleasure of leading a team this year to San Salvador. We won a gold medal in the, what is it now? 200 meters. When Yannick Dale, she won. When she was going up, you know, you go on a platform and you receive your medal, and the flag is in the background. You know what they had in the background? Black, green, and yellow. So I'm saying that's not Jamaica flag. That is not Jamaica flag. So I go up there and I say, look, this is not Jamaica flag. You got to move it and get the right flag. Well, you know, Spanish-speaking people are very creative. So all of a sudden, people who speak English, they don't speak English anymore, so they try to push away. I stood up right there and I said, this flag needs to move. It is not a Jamaican flag. And with that, my insistence, I said, look, we will give you a Jamaica flag. Black, green, and gold. Gave it to them, and they put it up. And they kept it for the entire duration of the meet because we had other members who won. But the point I'm trying to get across is sometimes you have to be forceful. Your country is important. Whatever we have as emblems for our country must be respected. And that is what we did. And let me tell you something. The second day when I went back, all those people that didn't speak English, they were all speaking to me in English. So I'm going to close by saying, I'm going to wish you all the best. You have your coaches here. I see one coach, two coaches. My friend from Immaculate. And he produced a very great athlete by the name of Miss Hazley. So I was going to close, but Miss Hazley, she has gotten a scholarship to Harvard University. Harvard University. Yeah. What was even significant was that the coach at Harvard and myself, we go back a far way. We go back a far way. And I was very proud of her because from the first time I saw that young Miss run, I've been asking about her. I know she's going to go far. But again, she's a brilliant young lady. So guess what is going to happen? She got to Harvard. After 2-3 years, they're going to offer her a job, a 6-figure job, and she's going to take it, and she's going to forget track and field. That's what happened to you kids, you know. That's what happened. It's reality. It's reality. I'm asking you, please. A coach can give you a scholarship. A coach cannot take it away. If your grades are low, then you're going to lose the scholarship. But once you get a scholarship, nobody can take it away. Always remember that. Always remember that. Boys and girls, really good to address you. And I forced myself into this to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Words well said. Thank you. And you didn't force your way. You're entitled to this platform anytime because of your influence. Thank you. So a couple of things that Mr. Brian Smith said that I want to reiterate and confirm. When I got my scholarship, I knew I never want to come back. That's facts. However, I knew I always want to pay it forward. Dan and I went to school together. That's why I corrected Mr. Smith, because we both went to Northern Arizona University. When I said you were byproduct of your influence, I was influenced by him, and vice versa. Very important on your circle. You also share that the coaches share feedback. Again, all the speakers have a consistent theme. Network is your net worth. They're all consistent. With that being said, though, I really want to invite Mr. Javante Daly. Is the Calabar head boy. I want him to speak about his journey as well. Javante, please.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Javante Daly, an 18-year-old student from Calabar High School. I am a honor roll student who currently wears many hats. I am the head boy, the president of the Key Club, and the Optimist Club. And as over the years, despite a heavy workload, I managed to maintain high grades. In CSEC pursuits, I achieved 7 grade 1s and 1 grade 2. After enrolling in 6th form, I again managed to achieve 5 grade 1s at Cape Unit 1. Many would say that I am a brilliant boy, but brilliance does not come overnight. One has to constantly study hard as well as challenge his or her mind, in the pursuits of going beyond the ordinary. It also relies on dedication, that self-motivated trait, that in the back of your mind, you will always have something to do, deadlines to meet, homeworks to be done, and presentations to be made. It means that in your pursuit of excellence, time management is very important. The journey to where I am now started in 7th grade. I was always a student who was always in the top 10 but was never satisfied with mediocrity. So that zeal to be recognized prompted me to hit the books on a regular basis. Hard work paid off. In grade 8, I came first for the first 2 consecutive terms and was dethroned at the end of the year, placing second. Try as I may, this trend continued up to 9th grade for the year. COVID-19 came and placed a damper in many of our spokes, but in the face of adversity, brilliance shone through. I found the time to really reflect on what I wanted in life, and I also found time for intense study. Therefore, in 10th grade, I found a niche and was placed first for the duration of the year. Tasting victory whetted my appetite to continue on that path of excellence. In the 11th grade, not only did I achieve first place through the entire year, I also maintained the highest average in the entire school that year, 95.87%. CSEC came, and my results, as stated earlier, were 7 1s and 1 2, and of course that 2 being in mathematics. Then came graduation, where I was valedictorian as well as the top of the school. Grade 12 came with many challenges, but with determination, I conquered the first modules, earning a spot in the Observer for my achievements in earning 5 CAPE subjects, all ones, in the areas of biology, chemistry, communication studies, geography, and physics. No, in grade 13, the journey continues, and upon completion, I aim to study meteorology or marine biology. I have used simple measures to achieve success. First, never leave God out of your equation. Pray hard. 2. Stay focused. 3. Study hard. 4. Set simple goals and work towards achieving them. 5. Limit distractions, because you can't get rid of distractions, but you can limit them. Surround yourself with positive people. Have a strong support team, your mother, father, family members who are in tune with what you're doing. And finally, if you try at first and you don't succeed, never stop trying. Your teachers are your best friends. They are there for a purpose, so I implore you to use them wisely. Thank you.
Give it up for Mr. Taylor, please. So, one of the reasons why we invited him, not only, correct me if I'm wrong, he was the #1 student in all the Caribbean for his academic achievement. He was invited here to show that we all have a gift. Your gift might be a combination of sports and academics. His brilliance is his mind, academics. But he gave us 5 things that keeps him focused. Faith. Coach spoke about that. Stay focused. Have you heard it before? Study hard. Student, athlete. Make your goals simple and achievable. 5th one. What's the 5th one? Huh? He said limit distraction, TikTok. Social media. That's what I got from it, but that's not what he said. My point is, in order to stay focused, you got to have your focus on the goal, not the distractions.